that's here we go. Back here with Dual Destinies. Hell yeah! Just want to send a brief apology. It was my first time using BlueStacks last time, so I did not realize that there was a full screen button. So sorry if it was a bit stretched and weird looking last time. But we're in full screen now. So last time we were introduced to Athena Sykes, plucky young lawyer, very energetic, very adorably clumsy and bumbling, as are all Ace Attorney protagonists, basically. Paula was caught in an explosion. There was a bomb, and we're here to protect Juniper Woods, who seems very friendly and cool. And we just got into our first cross-examination. Oh, this is already dope. You have all the different, it shows you how many bits there are. This is sweet. I wasn't even really paying attention to the cross-examination bits the first time we did this, so I'll just cycle through that, see what they say at the end. So you're trying to find the testimony that conflicts with the evidence, right? That's right. Listening carefully to Mr. Tornate's testimony is just the first step. After that, it's a matter of taking a look at any evidence that seems relevant. Remember that you can touch present when you want to open the court record. If you find evidence that conflicts with the testimony, present it. Let's see. This testimony is about when the bomb went off, so I think that what state it was in at the time would be pretty important. A bomb that didn't look like a bomb because it was inside a stuffed animal, huh? Yes, I concur. So we're gonna pick through this a bit. I'm gonna read it more carefully, see if there's anything suspicious looking. I actually didn't notice anything just yet. And I'm gonna save. Oh, it's changed to Phoenix now. Does it just show whoever you're playing as? That's so cool. But we know for a fact from the opening video that it was this bloke who did it, so we know there's something suspicious going on here. Okay, so the bomb was originally disarmed by me, then transported here as evidence. Bomb name HH3000, operated by timer or with a remote. I was watching from the gallery when I suddenly became alarmed. I saw that the bomb's timer was counting down, so obviously I can press on these. Oh, actually there was a setting for skipping through stuff that you've already read. I balked at it at first, but probably I should turn that on. Let's just see how that goes. Oh yeah, okay, you can skip it. You can make it do this now if you've already read it, I see. Oh wait, does that mean if I turn it to all, even if it's one I haven't heard before, I can still do the click thing? Because I prefer to be able to do that. So let me just push on this to see if that works. You're watching from the gallery when suddenly became alarmed. I wonder if the soundbite of "Hold it" is going to be the same. Hold it! It's new! Why were you in the gallery? Okay, yeah, I can fast forward it now. Okay, I should have had that on from the beginning. My duties may have been over for the moment, but I wanted to keep watch. Even though the bomb was disarmed, you can never be too careful. Explosive devices are very dangerous things. Ah, how admirably responsible of you. A model to be emulated. I practice disarming bombs every day. Is that right? Yes, I can tell you got quite a system.
I practice assembling them too.
The disarming part I get, but assembling them? Well, I'll have you know that I practice presenting evidence every day myself. I see. But do you ever practice having evidence presented to you? Presented to me? What? No, Then you cannot very well call yourself a professional yet, can you? That does it! I'm gonna start practicing having evidence presented to me every day. And you better drink some coffee, boss. We're gonna be pulling an all-nighter. I don't think that will be necessary or worth either of our time. So, Mr. Tornate, what did you witness from the gallery? Right, okay. The one I thought was suspicious was that, it said he disarmed it already and it went off, so that's obviously weird, right? But not precisely a contradiction, I guess, yet, so... Hold it! You say that you disarmed the bomb, but are you really sure it was disarmed? Absolutely. I can disarm anything. So you mean to say someone else rearmed it intermittently? And you think this girl who lives in the woods did that?
In a flash!
That looks more like dismantle than disarm to me.
Oh, pardon me.
Oh, let's see. Is there any chance you could have forgotten to disarm the bomb? Impossible. I do not make rudimentary mistakes like that. They say to err is human. Although the jury is still out on this guy. No joke.
If you must know, Mr. Wright, according to the court's own records, the fact that the bomb had indeed been disarmed was officially confirmed.
I guess I can rule out the possibility that he forgot to disarm it. Could you talk about the bomb in a little more detail for the court, Mr. Tornate? Certainly. So it was definitely disarmed at some point. So either it was a different bomb or it got rearmed. Operated by timer or with a remote. Hold it! Hold it! What was the approximate size and weight of the bomb? Well, that's in the court record, my guy. Dimensions, 10 inches height, 10 inches weight, 10 inches depth, weight 12 pounds. This information is also written on the photograph. I guess he just got here. Ah, yes, here it is on the back. According to this, the case is made out of alloy plating 5/16 of an inch thick. That certainly sounds like one thick and very heavy bit of metal. I bet if I dropped that thing on your foot, you'd be hopping. If you dropped that thing anywhere, I'd be hopping for the nearest exit. Very well. I believe the court has heard enough about the bomb itself. So, Mr. Tenate, you were keeping an eye on the bomb. Where were you watching from? You saw that the bomb's timer was counting down. Hold it! You saw it counting down clearly, with your own eyes. I'd hardly think a timer as small as the one on this bomb could be seen from the gallery. These goggles help me see very small things clearly from very far away. I can even see what you had for breakfast by looking at your tie. No, you can't? Well, why do I suddenly feel like a bug under a magnifying glass? I guess it's possible he saw the timer if he was wearing those goggles. I'm not so sure. There's something that just doesn't sit right with me. I don't think I follow. The bomb was completely hidden inside the stuffed animal. So well concealed, in fact, that it didn't even look like a bomb at all. Oh, I thought they were saying it had been removed at that point. I assumed that, though. I shouldn't have assumed that. No, I guess you're right about that one. Sorry, no, that was extremely obvious. I just got confused. I thought it had been removed already. Right you are. You could not have seen that if it was in the thing. Objection! So you say you saw the bomb's countdown. Is that right? Of course. I clearly saw it counting down to 0. Because in the opening video they showed it. You could see it, but I guess it was just showing it to us. And I say that you are clearly lying. What are you talking about? There is no way you could have seen the bomb's timer. After all, the bomb was concealed inside a stuffed animal. Mr. Tenate, how can you claim to know when the bomb was about to go off? When you couldn't even see the timer. Also, is it just me, or was Venus Wright, like, disbarred by the end of the last game still? Did he made some mention at the end, maybe? Like, maybe I'll try and get it back into law or something? I'm not sure. But it was totally proved that he, like, forged evidence and stuff, so I was never sure on how he was gonna actually get back. All right, sorry, I missed the first one. They were kind enough to just give it to me as a freebie. I'll be better in the rest of the game, I promise. But that is...
What? No!
That does seem like a glaring inconsistency indeed. Witness, how do you explain this? Well, Ooh, that was great, Mr. Wright. You found a contradiction right off the bat. Always remember, Athena, when you find an inconsistency in a witness's testimony, there's always a reason behind it. It could be a lie, a hidden meaning, a secret. Whatever it is, it's up to us to dig it out. And pointing out every contradiction we find is the best way to do it, right, boss? Now the question is... Sorry, I'm ignoring you, Athena. Now the question is, what can we dig out of Mr. Tenate? Well, let me see. Why would you type, No. There must be some mistake. Oh, yes. Of course. I remember now. The sound. I knew because of the sound. Sound? What sound? Of it beeping down? When the timer of this type of bomb is switched on, it beeps softly. But you don't have cybernetic ears. A courtroom's not exactly a quiet place. Well, I mean, it can be, but it wasn't necessarily at the time. Beep, beep, beep. It is the sound of the bomb counting down. A beeping noise, you say? I suppose it would be possible to notice that, even with the bomb inside the stuffed animal. I simply made a mistake. My bad. How in the world did you hear such a tiny little sound all the way from the gallery? Listening for the sound of a bomb's timer is an integral part of my work. I constantly undergo training so that I will never miss it. Right, maybe I could believe that. Also interesting that there's a crack in the timer. Just while I'm at it. I hardly think training would help you hear something so soft from so far away. Why is that... What now? Are you making light of the fine science of disarming bombs? It is a solemn mission that I put my life on the line to perform. What kind of specialist would I be if I could not hear a bomb's timer?
It's not like disassembling a toaster, you know.
Now he's just showing off. I mean, it's what he's been doing the whole time.
You keep asserting that the sound was too tiny to hear, but the only thing tiny here is your skill as a lawyer. Being suspicious is not an attractive quality, you know.
I'm not trying to be attractive. Wait, damn it. You're just overflowing with attractive qualities, are you?
Or perhaps you have some proof that Mr. Tenate did not hear the sound?
Well, no, but... It still seems totally suspect. But it's going to be really hard to prove that he didn't hear something. Yeah, I think we probably need a different angle on this. Have him testify about something else, maybe. If I have this correct, the prosecution's argument is that someone reactivated the bomb before it was brought into the courtroom. What I don't understand, Mr. Payne, is why you believe that person to be Ms. Woods. Yes, that has not been explained even remotely yet.
Well, that's simple, Your Honor. Mr. Tenate happened to be there when it happened. He was there when the defendant rearmed the bomb.
You what? What's this now? It happened before the trial started. It was when Detective Arm and I were transporting the bomb. Oh, I got it now. Can disarm. That's great. It's only when I saw it Arm, I was like, hey, that's probably has something to do with disarm, and then I didn't even realize the first name was Candace. And Ted is obviously backwards. Detonate. We brought the bomb to the lobby for the defense. Bomb equals evidence. The lawyer wanted to see it before the start of the trial.
Looking for a chance to get at the bomb, Miss Woods was already there in that lobby. Her goal was surely to rearm the bomb and steal the remote switch.
There was a remote switch with it, was there? I didn't see anything like that in a photograph. The remote switch. Yes, the switch that controls the bomb remotely. Duh. It has been missing ever since the incident. Missing remote switch. Ah, I see. A switch that starts the time bomb's countdown. It was stolen just before the blast and is now missing. Oh, so it doesn't... The remote switch starts the timer. It doesn't blow it up immediately. Right, okay. So it started beeping because someone hit the button. I am partially to blame. I left the bomb and remote on top of the transport case, and they were rearmed and stolen while I was talking with the lawyer. The bomb was stolen as well?
The defendant then used the remote from inside the courtroom to start the timer.
How can you assert so unequivocally that the bomb was rearmed in the lobby?
The bomb was safely secured in the transport case. The only time it was outside the case was in that lobby. Therefore, that was the one and only opportunity anyone had to meddle with it. If it was confirmed to be disarmed, then as far as we know, I agree with you. Righty. Oh, I bet he has something different to say about his badge as well. It's my all-important badge, proof of my profession. Ah, damn it, I didn't see what Athena had to say about hers. I'm sure we'll get to play as her again in a bit. Someone other than Mr. Tenate could have opened the case and taken the bomb out. Impossible. The transport case is assigned exclusively to me. What, you really own with a key or a knowledge of the code or something? Do you see this number here? L10015R? That is my identification number. There are also letters in it, and I have... Oh, and that's just telling me which way is left and which way is right. And I have the only key that can open the case. Bomb transport case added to the court record. Righty. A lot of evidence already. Nevertheless, Mr. Payne's assertion is nothing more than conjecture. You have no proof that it was Miss Woods who stole the remote switch. And by the same token, you have no proof that it wasn't her.
This is a really weird way to print this, though. Why would you have it in the indent and then out?
But what I do have is a piece of evidence that proves the defendant handled the bomb.
Ah, that tail!
5 minutes, 24 seconds, 2.3 decaseconds. The defense's advantage lasted a mere 5 minutes.
Talk about a rotten hand. As long as they have her fingerprints as their trump card, I'm at a big disadvantage.
It appears we'll have to hear from the defendant herself once more.
I don't want to bring her in again.
I wholeheartedly agree, Your Honor. I would like to recall Miss Woods to the stand.
I trust you have no objections, Mr. Wright?
I'm worried about her condition, but we do need her testimony. On the other hand, I'm not sure I want to make Athena mad. I can read your feelings, you know, boss. Oh, guess there's no hiding from her, huh? As transparent as she is able to see through others, I guess. Don't worry, I know we need her testimony. But if anybody picks on again, they'll pay. Guess she's already at anger level 1. Does she have anger levels? Athena is God of War, right? So I guess that would make sense. Or a God of War. There are like many of those. Don't worry. I'll stop the proceedings before I let anything bad to happen to her. Okay? The defense has no objections, Your Honor.
In that case, I will take my leave. But before I do, there is just one more thing. Mr. Wright, is it?
Me? Yes.
Dismantling bombs is my job. Dismantling the case is yours. Do you think you can handle it? I look forward to seeing you try.
This guy's hiding something, I just know it.
Now if you will excuse me.
You are excused. I called in another witness anyway. Off the stand, please.
Bailiff, please go to the lobby and bring back the defendant.
Sorry about this, Junie. Oh, she looks very, very stressed. But she seemed like she was aware that her fingerprints would be on were on the tail somehow, right? Even though she was like, that's impossible that I got on the other one. Anyway. Junie! Hi, Athena. She looks even worse off than before. Don't worry, Junie. We're here for you. Thanks, Athena. And I'll do my best too.
You blew up the courtroom because you bear resentment against the courts, correct?
No. Of course not.
What's that you say? I can barely hear you.
I haven't done anything wrong. This prosecutor's scary. I object to being called scary. What an impudent little girl. Stop acting innocent and tell the truth. This is getting ugly. You rearmed the bomb because you wanted to blow up the courthouse. Admit it.
In her frail emotional state, I worry that she's gonna outburst if this keeps up.
That's why you went to the lobby where Mr. Justice was. Isn't that right? Mr. Wright, can I go give that prosecutor a smack?
What? Of course not.
Do we have to review courtroom manners 101 again? You can't let a creep that bullies innocent girls like this off so easily.
I haven't forgotten about how he treated you.
Don't worry about me, just help Junie. Her heart's crying out. She's so scared, so very scared.
Looks like Athena's picking up something with her heightened sense of hearing. You have that, eh? And it sounds like this time it's the voice of Miss Wood's heart.
Don't deny it. You stole the remote switch and used it in this courtroom, didn't you? Your Honor, please put a stop to this. Mr. Payne is battering the defendant.
Yes, Miss Woods does seem quite frightened. Mr. Payne, I ask that you behave more like a gentleman.
But don't you know, Your Honor, there is no more a gentle man in this world than I. Gah, as if a gentleman or even a gentle man would behave like he does. Don't let that rude ruffian win. Tina! How dare you call a gentleman such as I a rude ruffian? I'll have you know I attend a manners class every Saturday.
Are you passing?
I'm more than just a mere gentleman. I'm a gentleman. Not when you're terrorizing a young lady, you're not. I demand my money back from that manners class if I were you.
I should probably be the adult here and stop the two of them, but this is way too entertaining. Mr. Payne, that will be enough.
Certainly, Your Honor. No further questions. Let's move on to the defendant's testimony. Ms. Woods, please share with the court what you were doing when the bomb went off.
Hang in there, buddy. We'll get the... Whoa, what just flashed in the corner of the screen? That was weird. When the bomb went off. Testimony number 2. I promise I'll not be an idiot this time quite as much. Hopefully.
Well, that day, I was watching from the gallery. The bomb went off, and rubble started falling. It fell on top of me.
He fell on top of you, and you're alright?
Junie's clearly in pain being forced to recall the bombing like this. She can't even get her words out.
This isn't gonna work, so what now?
Hey, wait a minute. Even if she can't vocalize what she wants to say, we can listen to what's inside her heart.
Yes, now's the perfect time to use Athena's power. You can hear it, can't you, Athena? The cries of Miss Wood's heart?
Yes, and they sound incredibly strained. She's so scared, I think she could collapse at any second.
So we're gonna see her power. I assume she has something kind of roughly similar to Apollo. Athena has a unique ability, you see, I said, narrating to myself in my own brain. With her finely tuned sense of hearing, she can hear the words of a witness's heart. So Apollo has supervision powers, and she's got super hearing power. In essence, she can sense how a person is really feeling from the tone of her voice. Their voice. Guess it's all up to Athena and her special ability now. I'm just a lawyer, I can't do anything here. Athena, I want you to use the analytical psychology you studied. I wonder, I guess Apollo doesn't have the Megatama anymore. And listen to the testimony of Miss Woods' heart.
Okay, boss, I'll give it a go. After all, this is the whole reason I put all that effort into studying analytical psychology. Off catch! Let's do this!
No idea what that says. We're back on her. Whoa! She's so cool! It's got a computer on her. So your holographic thingamabob can show us how Miss Woods is feeling, right? Can you just check how someone is feeling at any time? That would be cool.
In a nutshell, yes. The emotions and images that I picked up on just now while listening to her testimony, I can enter all that into Widget and use the mood matrix to analyze them. And is that admissible in court? Doesn't matter, it's a video game.
Right you are.
These mood markers here reflect fluctuations in Junie's emotions.
I see.
When she feels happy or is enjoying the memory, the happy marker will light up.
Oh, this is cool.
When she feels angry or frustrated, the angry marker will react.
And distress or sad.
When she feels sadness or is frightened by a memory, the sad marker will blink.
And then shock, I guess?
And when she feels surprised or confused, the surprise marker will let us know.
So we can tell if someone genuinely didn't know something or genuinely did know something or such. So with your special ability in Widget's Mood Matrix program, we can track how Miss Woods is feeling as she testifies. Talk about the wonders of technology.
Yep, now let's give it a shot.
I'm picking up on some kind of discord or noise in Junie's heart. Noise level 100%!
See here? This is what the noise looks like in the Mood Matrix. It's a result of inconsistencies between her testimony and her feelings.
Oh.
If you can pinpoint these inconsistencies, the noise level should drop.
Okay, it's time to listen to Miss Woods' true testimony. Huh.
So are we to suppose that she's hiding her true feelings about something or other? That's so cute. Oh, she's sitting down, I see. I thought she was just like way shorter than we would have thought at first. Okay, so this is by the line. So well, that day I was watching from the gallery, cough cough. So none of them are actually like strongly going off, so none of it's especially messed up. The bomb went off, right? Okay, you would have been surprised and confused about that. And rubble started falling. It fell on top of me. Oh, huh, okay, well that's weird. Hey, maybe she's just a masochist, we don't know. Just something peculiar about that. I think I have a good grasp on Junie's emotional state now. This power of Athena's is incredible. And I'm seeing an unexpected emotion that's inconsistent with the content of her testimony. What, already? Yeah, she was very happy about the rubble. Look at this! When she says it fell on top of me, the happy marker is reacting. Well, look at that. That is odd. There must be a reason for this contradictory emotion. We just need to do some digging. When you find an unexpected emotion, tap the unexpected emotion from the 4 moon markers. Yep, well that's what I tried to do. Head block. Got it! Sweet, so we've got hold it, objection, take that, gotcha, and got it! Widget is registering joy when Miss Woods recalls the rubble falling on her. There must be a reason for this unexpected emotion. Are we gonna get to do Apollo's eye vision in this game as well? Or are we gonna get to do like, what if we got all 3? Well, I guess the Magatama thing happens in investigation sections. But it would be cool if you got to do all 3. You got to have Maya's Magatama, Athena's Widget, and Apollo's Perceive. Miss Woods, as the rubble was falling, was there also something that made you happy? What? Mr. Wright, the feeling of happiness is spreading throughout Junie's heart. Keep going on this point, and I bet Junie will start to calm down. Great. Let's hear what she has to say. That's certainly a peculiar way for that to turn out, though. Just as I was about to escape the courtroom, the bomb went off. I was so startled, I tripped. And then rubble started falling on top of me. I really thought I was done for. But just then... She's knitting a fountain of hearts into a scarf. Apollo came and rescued me. Apollo? He used his own body to shield me from the rubble. So that's why he sustained those injuries. How do you feel, Junie? Did talking about Apollo give you some courage? Yes, Apollo is just like the sun. Strong and bright and warm. Okay, maybe she doesn't quite have a crush on Athena as much as she's got a crush on Apollo. Just talking about him makes me feel like a leaf undergoing photosynthesis. And see? Your coughing stopped all of a sudden. Oh, you're right. Thank you, Athena. Noise level, but there's still something discordant, is that it? Looks like we were able to draw out some new testimony. Pretty neat, huh? But there's still some noise left, meaning there must still be some discord in Junie's heart. I guess we'll have to keep going then. Let me input this new information and update the mood matrix, and we'll be good to go. You remember what to do, right? When I find an unexpected emotion, I should touch pinpoint. That's right. And then you tap the unexpected emotion from the mood markers. If we can find the reason for the discord in our heart, then we should be able to draw even more new testimony out. It's like hidden memories and stuff. Got it, okay. Info update. Okay, so it's great. It seems like we don't actually have to... So, no, I guess pinpoint is how you go into this mode in the first place. Although we haven't had a chance yet. I tried to run, but it was too slow. Before I could run away, the bomb went off. I was so startled, tripped, and then rubble started falling on me, and now we go to the next one, which is happy that Apollo's saved her. Thought I was done for. Info update. But then Apollo came and rescued me. Okay, so it's... I guess it could be weird that sad is happening here. Although you could be sad that he's gonna get hurt in your place. Oh, it doesn't let us go anywhere else, so I guess it's gotta be this one. Got it! You were happy when Mr. Justice rescued you, weren't you? Yes, I was really happy. This is so cool. I like this new element to it. I feel like it's gonna get really interesting in later ones. But was there also something you felt sad about at the same time? Sad? Well, because he got hurt, I assume. The reason I ask is... when you were describing how you were rescued, we sensed a little sadness too. Oh! Well, I think it's probably because of the bum rap... because of bum rap Riney. Bum rap Riney? Well, what do you know? Something new. That's right. I brought my stuffed animal Bum Rap Riney to watch the trial with me. Bum Rap Riney and Phony Fancy are brothers. Ah, that's gotta be where the yellow tail comes from. Who knew that the legal world could inspire a whole line of merchandise? I had Bum Rap Riney with me while I was watching the trial, but it wasn't until Apollo saved me that I realized I'd lost him as I was running away. My poor Riney, a victim of that terrible bomb. Oh, I know. You can see what he looks like in this poster.
So that would explain why the tail got singed and why her fingerprints wouldn't be on it. So that's extremely positive news.
Hey, what?
Oh yeah, he's got a little orange tail. Yeah.
It's for the campaign to eradicate fake evidence and false charges.
Phony Fanty and Bumrap Riney, huh? Nothing against the campaign, but why an elephant and a rhinoceros?
Mr. Wright! I don't sense any discord in Junie's heart anymore.
Noise level 0%. That is a good sign. Sweet. So that obviously puts some major dents in the prosecution's case here. So, booyakasha, we are doing okay. So I guess that means we managed to draw it all over testimony.
That's right. I'll just make an update with the new info, and we'll have the whole picture. So, do you think her new testimony will help?
Absolutely. I don't know what I would have done without you, Athena. So Bumrap Riney was in that courtroom when the bomb went off. Now that we know that, it changes the meaning of that other piece of evidence. All I have to do is present it. The right statement. I concur. Info update. Oh, so we're back in testimony mode now? Is that right? Weird that we're in this and not the courtroom thing.
I was watching from the gallery with Bumrap Riney. I tried to run, but I was too slow. Before I could get out of the courtroom, the bomb went off. I was so startled I tripped. Then rubble started falling. I thought I was done for. But then Apollo came and rescued me.
I'm not actually allowed to even press here. That's interesting. So perhaps I present it here. I'm just going to see what they say at the end. That can usually be pretty useful.
That's Junior's complete testimony. Not bad, huh, Mr. Wright?
I should focus on the new statements Miss Woods made. The existence of Bumrap Riney should turn things around in our favor. It changes the meaning of a certain piece of evidence we already have. All I have to do is present it, the right statement. Right, I'm not sure which one that would be, though. I guess the bomb? Well, it might be about to take our first bit of damage, in which case we'll be able to see if the dialogue has changed yet. For that.
Objection!
Uh-oh, that doesn't look good. Miss Woods, your statement contradicts this piece of evidence. Oh, no, it doesn't.
It does? I'm so sorry. I had no idea. Junie, are you all right? Mr. Wright, why are you badgering Junie like that?
Huh?
But I was trying so hard not to.
Mr. Wright, if you could refrain from badgering your own client, please. Oh, that's cool. They actually have unique dialogue for if you get it wrong on someone, depending on the witness.
Yeah. But you know, when the new facts we learned from Junie's testimony, I'm sure we can find an
I understand, but I don't understand which point to put it on. At least, like, I think I understand what the problem is here. Unless they both had tails of that color, but I didn't think that was true. You can't see it on the poster, unfortunately. Where is that poster anyway? It's not present. We've still not spoken about Candace's arm at any point yet. Wait, hang on. Oh no. I look like an idiot, don't I? Wait, is this like super obvious where I'm supposed to put it? Am I supposed to put it here? On this one? The music stopped, so I guess so. I don't know why that one over the other one. Miss Woods, I know this trial has been very hard for you, but you can relax now. You are without a doubt innocent. Mr. Wright, what wild assertion are you making now? My wild assertion is simply this. The two stuffed animals were mixed up. The tail the defendant's fingerprints were found on wasn't that of Phony Fanty. It was the tail of her gallery companion, Bumrap Riney.
Objection!
I don't see how that pertains to the statement I put it on, but whatever.
What? What nonsense is that?
That is the point I was trying to get at, so it works for me. This is pursuit theme. This is the pursuit theme.
What nonsense is that? I can see they're both stuffed animals, yes, but they're completely different characters. An elephant and a rhino. They're as distinct as a defense lawyer and a prosecutor.
But are they really so different? They both wear suits. I mean, both defense lawyers and prosecutors strive to protect the peace through law.
Even elephants and rhinos have some similar characteristics.
They're both gray, for example. Well, the stuffed ones aren't. Anyway, this poster is all I need to prove my assertion to be true. If I may direct the court's attention here, you'll clearly see how the two got mixed up. The tail... I have to drag it over.
Take that!
Whoa! Would you look at that? The two tails are exactly the same. Yes, exactly. The two stuffed animals are based on entirely different animals, but the design of their tails is exactly the same. There goes your hair. Oh dear. It flopped backwards. Order! Order in the court! As long as the possibility exists that the tail belongs to Bumrap Riney, we can no longer consider it to be decisive proof that the defendant handled the bomb. As things stand, I consider the charges against the accused unsustained. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Payne?
No, yes, of course, Your Honor.
Dude, that was great, Mr. Wright! You turned things right around! Yeah, it's not over yet, but at least we managed to hold out this long. I believe that brings our proceedings for today to a close. Mr. Payne, I'm afraid you have some serious investigating ahead of you. Are we gonna get to investigate on the first trial? That never happens.
Yes, Your Honor.
Very well. Let us reconvene tomorrow. Court is adjourned. Very well. How about that? We barely died. December 17th, 11:56 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 5.
That was so exciting, boss! We did it!
True to form, you managed to just barely pull it off at the very last moment.
True to form? Gee, I never knew you had such a glowing opinion of me.
Thank you for everything you're doing. You did great, Miss Woods. You really stuck it out. Miss Woods, I can't believe I just figured that. Just noticed that because she lives in the woods, and Juniper because berries. And you really got brave at the end, just when we needed you most, Junie. Thanks to you, we were able to turn things around.
Well, you were the one who gave me that courage, Thena.
Really? Thanks. So be honest, was I any help at all?
Of course. Without you, we never would have gotten out of that tight spot.
That's good to hear. I may still have a lot to learn, but you can bet I'm gonna give it my all. I'll be so good that one day you'll call me your partner.
That's what I like to hear. Analytical psychology, the ability to solve the riddles of a person's heart. I think its true potential is beginning to really shine through now.
Hey, where's Apollo anyway?
Good question. I'd almost forgot about him. I assumed he'd still be here in the lobby.
Oh, I know. Maybe he's still in courtroom number 4.
Courtroom number 4? What would he be doing at the scene of the explosion? Looking for more evidence, maybe?
When I came out of the lobby to rest, I told Apollo about Bum Rap Riney. I told him I dropped Riney in the courtroom as I was trying to escape before the blast. And then Apollo said he had an idea where Riney might be, so we went to take a look together.
Ah, I guess Apollo can be pretty nice when he wants to be. He's usually pretty nice. When he's not being jittery or sassy. So you went looking for Riney together before you were called back into courtroom number 5.
Yes, I'd had some time to rest, so I was able to go back and look for him. But then they called me into courtroom number 5 to testify. Apollo insisted on staying there, though.
Let's hope he's still there.
With all those injuries? I wonder how he's managing.
I think Apollo might have figured something out.
Wonder what it was.
He told me, I'm gonna look for evidence to clear your name, Juniper.
Yeah, you told me like 3 times he went there to look for evidence. I got it.
Just maybe he's found some new piece of evidence?
I guess we'll see.
Anyway, we better go and get him.
Good idea.
Let's. Definitely.
December 17th, 12:11 p.m. at District Court, Court number 4. What did it take us 14 minutes to get there? Yeah.
Where are you, Apollo? Trial's over for today. Come on, I know you're...
Uh-oh. Something happened to him. Ruh-roh. Ah, blood. Oh dear. Ruh-roh, substantial ruh-roh. The plot has thickened. Yes, this is an appropriate reaction. I too would like to scream, but I won't for the benefit of my neighbors. To be continued. Next time on Dual Destinies, apparently. I can't believe it's already been for like the whole episode. This game just goes by in a word. It's so good. Man, I'm really not doing well in this game so far. I'll get better, I promise. It's just been a while since I played an Ace Attorney and I haven't had any breakfast yet. Man, oh man, am I enjoying this though. So something's going wrong with Apollo. He was already so badly hurt. How could someone do something to him? So there looked like blood on a rock though, so it doesn't seem like that happens by accident. Unless that was blood that was on a rock from there yesterday. Anyway, why am I even worrying about the specifics of it when we'll be able to get into it next time? I never said I was good at these games. So the next video going up the channel is going to be, I believe it's Tales of Symphonia. It might even be the final episode. We're getting pretty far. And next time with Dual Destinies, we're going to be getting into day 2, I assume. Or maybe we're going to be doing more investigation. I can't say I know. I do know that we're going to have a good time, though, because this game is awesome. This is so refreshing. This is one of those games where it's like, or it's one of those sequels where it's like, you're like, anticipating it so strongly before you're in, and then the second you're in, you're just like, I'm back in this game. Like, in the same way the Lego games are, but that's a bad example, because the Lego games are no Ace Attorney. Anyway, that's all for now, so thank you so very much for coming around to Ace Attorney Dual Destinies with me. Hopefully I'll see you around. Admiral's gonna be out of here now. Peace! No! Why do I always miss that one? Do you even need Yoshi for this? Like, do you think maybe there's a way you could get around that? Oh, it doesn't really look like it does it. I wonder if with some wonky physics stuff you could find a way around that, actually. Like maybe you could smash the block above the cheese or something. I don't know. I'll try and do it the legit way first anyway. And we still have to get Yoshi across that stuff after all this, which, no offense.